Hi, I'm Maurice.
And I'm not.
Welcome to Advanced Comics for August 1st, 2012. With me this week is Jim. He is the biggest Aquaman fan you will meet this side of the Rio Grande.
In the world.
Okay, in the world. In the universe?
Sure.
Okay. And also he's come down with a terrible case of the slow motion, so be wary. And our first book this week is Beasts of Burdan, Neighborhood Watch. This is an Eisner Award-winning one-shot, and it's about a team of dogs that are occult investigators, and they've got a cat on the team, so humor definitely will ensue. The only question that we have is, will this tug at our heartstrings the same as we three did?
Our next book this week is Animal Man number 12, where we get to see Alec and Buddy combine as one go into the rot. That was confusing. They come together as one team, not one person. If you happen to tune in for the last page of Swamp Thing, you would see where Alec actually meets Buddy, and Buddy requires Alec's help in going into the rot. So will we see a Swampaman? Probably not.
A lot of weird male bonding going on in this book, apparently. Following that, we have Before Watchmen, Night Owl number 2. Let's just recap what happened in Night Owl 1. Dan took the cowl and is now Night Owl. He gained a partner in Rorschach. And there was lots of angst between him and Silk Spectre. So what can we expect in Night Owl 2? Probably a lot more of that. And a bunch of that.
Next we've got the Shadow number 4, in which Terracondo and Buffalo Wong are continuing to try to determine the identity of the Shadow. It's Alec Baldwin.
Alright, I've got to bring it up. We've covered this book since it started, and Garth Ennis is doing a great job. This is a really pulpy book, gritty, and if you're into that type of stuff, read it. Following that, we have Harvest number 1. This is a 1 of 5, and it's pretty much ER meets a horror story, sort of. It's got human trafficking, the Yakuza doing lots of organ stealing, selling, and harvesting. They've got an organ farm. And kids on drugs.
Orgasmic.
It's a nightmare.
Lastly, we have Age of number 6. Screw this, I'm tagging out.
Up next we have Age of Apocalypse number 6, Lady Penance Rises.
Ooh, the promise.
An Alpha-class mutant rises from the grave.
The question.
And can the exterminated trust their leader?
Mystery and intrigue. And our last book this week is Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 13. We've got a huge crossover with Captain America, and that's all they gave us. So don't ask any more questions. We'd like to talk about something else, though, and that is comic book characters in video games. We got some cool previews at Comic-Con of the Deadpool video game, and it looks great. What are your thoughts on it, Jordan?
Oh, I loved it. They managed to capture the multiple personality style of Deadpool dialogue, and he runs around with guns going pew 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 pew. It's my favorite part. Pew 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 pew.
Yes. And there are a few other games out there that we'd like to talk about. Injustice: Gods Among Us.
From the makers of Mortal Kombat.
Marvel Heroes. And Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth. And the two Marvel games look a lot like the Alliance games, so we'll see how that plays out, if gameplay ends up being the same, or just what it's like. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. And Jordan, I'd like to thank you for being on the show, and Jim, wherever you went, I'd like to thank you for being on the show.